Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 2 running Ubuntu Linux and robot operating system. Last time I encountered a problem with the topics, meaning and indicating that the data that I expected to be published was not published entirely correct. That came to outing, and in being this data 2 and this data 2. So I decided to separate data 2 and data 1 into two separate messages, and did that work? Well, I don't know yet, but right now I have made a robot underscore pi 1 and 2, and public speaker 3 should come from robot pi message if I have done everything correctly. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I suggest you go back to my to the last episode 31, because this is episode 32. Now let me see if this is going to work as intended, and then it would be wise to hook up the oscilloscope probes. They're not there for nothing, and this one should be there, not to give any signal at all. And yeah, nice rule, don't touch the camera or whatever, and this should be nice, and this one should be connected to MAS somehow. So let me connect it to MAS. Then the oscilloscope should be set not to pulse, but let me set it to, for example, slope. No, I said slope, and this should be channel 1. Time reference, well, let me keep it to 200 milliseconds, which is 200 Hertz. No, that's not true, it's half. This is not entirely correct. The unit is set to 5 volts. And let me increase this to 5 milliseconds, 200 Hertz, whatever is being sent. Probe 2, I'm not quite sure of what to do, but let me just hook it up. That is this one, and I have to look into this LED as well, because it hasn't been working for some time, while it obviously should. So let's get things started. Starting the publisher, always a good idea. Now let's see if the button still works. Yes, there's no doubt that that one works. Then, although should it work anyway, starting the subscriber, because usually with this one as well, I should get a signal when I do this. But now I'm getting a signal without it. And also I get lots and lots of problems here. RaspberryPi2 is not defined. Alright, then I quit this one and I change RaspberryPi to 1. Start again. Well, that's one thing. And then public speaker 3. And it doesn't do a thing. So, oh yeah, I had to wait, obviously. So this should be that when I point the light beam to the transistor, I should get a high signal, but it is high anyway. That is not really good. That is not what I expect to happen. So, once again, this is also not exactly what I expect to happen. This should only be data 2, because public speaker 2 is data 1. So what I'm going to do, and this will be slow because of cameras taking a lot of resources. So let's see how this will end up. Let's first source. And then ROS topic echo 2. Put this next to it. So, hello, I said. Yeah, and those delays in handling are purely because of intense resource use. Anyway, let's press, and by pressing the button you see immediately what happens. Index tube out of range. How can this be out of range? I release the button and it goes back to 0. But how can this go out of range? That only means that I made a mistake in the message. So, for sake of speed, no, not that. Right, let me open a new window. Yeah, you never know where the window will open. And then go to source, RaspberryPi, message. And here I have two RaspberryPi messages, and I thought that this one would be alright, but it takes this one only. And this one has a triple short. So I expect that when I do this and that the error here will stop. So let's see if that indeed happens. Publisher, subscriber, alright, what happens now? Pressing the button. No, that's so that is not the cause of it. Tuple index out of range. I wonder why that is. So I can actually change this back. Alright. Put the hash in front. If it is alright, then this is now commented out. Then how can this be corrected? See, oh, that is my here I have made a mistake. I only import from RaspberryPi message instead of RaspberryPi1 and 2. So if I say here from RaspberryPi2 import everything, that is the whole point. Now let's see what happens. So, subscribe, start. Oh really? Well, there really is. Or should I do cat can make again? Let's do cat can make, etc. So the ROS topic echo can stop. It's taking resources for now. Cat can make. Let's just do that. Ouch. The dependencies of the message service RaspberryPi have changed. Review and CMake. Well, that is unfortunate. Oh, let me stop the publisher as well. Recipe for target failed. Yeah, I understand that. So I think something now really has gone wrong, but it didn't have to. It didn't say that before this, so this is dependent on a compilation apparently. cat can make all, or cat can make, but I did a cat can make. And what if I do a cat can make clean? Never wrong to do. Cat can make. And that fails. Then CMake. I have to do some CMake, etc. And a lot more options. So the question is now what to do. I think I will turn back what I just did and focus on this LED, because that bothers me as well. When I press the button, I want this LED to go on, and that doesn't happen. So I'm turning back the clock for a bit. This one first. No. Now let's see what happens. CMake, cat can make. That fails too, because probably how to screw up things. Well, this alright, so this I'm changing back. Cat can make, and it keeps failing. Ouch, not good. So I have to find out why and then focus on the LED. Sometimes shit happens. Well, I did check for the LED, and the LED is connected to output 18. So logically everything should work. Why doesn't it? Not really sure. I can put it in deeper into the socket. But like this it doesn't work. I moved the probe to the voltage divider, but in order to test that, this still has to be fixed, and that is not as easy as it looks. Found several similar issues on forums, but as far as I can see, that doesn't really work. And if I just say, alright, let me just start the subscriber and publisher again. Let's see what happens. Publisher. There we go. I press, but well, the subscriber is not running now, so let's run it as well. It does run. So let's give some light. And this should do something, but you can see that there's something not quite correct, unless I'm seeing it wrong way. There's a tuple index out of range still, and that has everything to do with the message. And I can check that, of course, by starting with topic here and here. This will take some more time, if at all. There it goes. So now here you can see it change by pressing and releasing the button. And here it just goes. So no change there. Then shining the light, and that doesn't do a thing. So what does it say? A bad callback. Well, the callback is to data 2. And could it be that this too is not correct? So let me change this, although it did work, I think. I press the button and there it goes. And it says line 26. I'm now at line 62. So let me go to line 26 then. So this gives the wrong tuple. Doesn't make sense. This has been there all the time. This is a strange error. And I think it has everything to do with this somehow. Question is, of course, what? And well, the problem has been solved. As you can see, light is on, shining in the transistor. Let me get it forward. So, shining, and what did I do? The only thing I did was disable this line. Just disabling it, and that's all. That's all I did. So, with this solved, and I can of course change the voltage on the scope to a higher one, because this is no, I should change it the other way. Now it is 2 volts instead of 5 volts, and now the line gets much higher. That's a better view. Now, how about the publisher? The publisher is still going strong. Nothing wrong with that. So, now what about this one? That is a very good question, and I want to solve this right now. See if this indeed can be changed. If not, I have a problem after all. No, what do I do? Okay, this is going from bad to worse. So what I have to do here is capital D, capital J, X. Now it's correct. This works. Now I have to move or to rename, which is done by move. This one to and then remove the knot. So now I have this. Will this work? Well, that means that I have to change my software here. Let's just see if this is going to work out. If not, I change everything back again. Not a problem. Ha! Alright, no module named. So let it be. Let it be for now. No, not here. Let it be for now. Later on. It's going slow because of all the intense resource use. So now it's back to what it was, and let's run. Alright, now it runs again. So press the button, shine. No light, and this is light. For now, this is going to be it. Solved a few things, I got the LED working again, but that was all a silly software mistake. Second line not being used, and I mean this line, this probe, I can do it, not a problem. So see, that's not a problem. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and like, thumbs up for this video. Also follow me on Twitter, follow and like and retweet. Instagram, please follow and like. Please donate to keep everything coming your way. More information on my website, and this is going to be continued, obviously, because I'm not done in a long way. Bye bye.